Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so we have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Queen of Wands. What I see here, Cancer, is someone's definitely highly attracted to you, okay? But what I see here is, yes, there's a lot of physical attraction, but there's also an energy of this person admiring your strength, your ability to overcome some sort of a very tough situation. Whether that tough situation involved them or it's something that you had to go through in your personal life, your strength is being highlighted here, or like I said, your ability to overcome like a very tough situation and come out better or come out stronger on the other end. Okay, let's start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, possibly a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. The mood for how you're being viewed. There's a hidden energy here. This person may also feel like you are someone who knows more than you show. So like if you're, conversing with this person, they may feel like you have an idea of something that is going on that they haven't been vocal about, but you're not being vocal about it either. So they feel like you're kind of just taking a mental note of the things that go on around you. And I also feel like this is someone who views you as like highly emotionally intelligent. You're able to pick up on signs, you're able to, pick up on how people are feeling without them, needing to be vocal about it. But, initially what I was getting here, Cancer, is like this person may feel like you know something about them or something came to light for you, but they're not sure how. It's like you were able to figure something out on your own and you're not really being vocal about it either. It's almost like, for example, if it's a truth that you figured out about this person, you're keeping it to yourself, and you're not really telling this person, hey, guess what I found out, that sort of thing. But they can sense that you figured something out about them, but you're not being vocal about it. So there's a little bit of a jittery energy associated with how they're viewing you, in terms of they feel jittery or they feel a little bit anxious about what you currently know, even if it's just this week. And they feel like you keep a lot to yourself. The moon could also be, or, since they're viewing you, sorry, in the moon energy, it could also be that you're not really speaking to this person as much as you used to, or there's some sort of emotional distance as well. Because if it's not about secrecy, it could just, be letting me know that there's a level of silence between you both. Could be dealing with a Taurus. We have the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups in the challenge position. Seems to me that this person is really determined to pursue a higher level of commitment with you. With the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, it is someone who wants to tell you how they feel. They are ready for a new beginning in love, but they are focused on some sort of stability. So, for example, if it's someone that you have history with and there's a reason as to why there's some sort of silence, they're wanting to prove themselves to you. It seems to me that there's something about really wanting stability, something to feel more tangible and realistic in this connection here. Um, when we have the Hierophant in the challenge position, there could be some sort of values or, morals or commitments that are in the way. So, as much as this person wants a new beginning with you, something else that could be highlighted is maybe the things that you guys don't agree on, or a larger difference, right? Like maybe it's like a religious factor, cultural factors, or, an age gap. It's like it could even be the values or your perspective on life versus theirs. But it's like that's in the challenge position, which means this is someone who is thinking about a commitment with you. This is someone who wants a new beginning with you, but they're also acknowledging maybe the things that you guys are disagreeing on or the things that make this connection feel a little bit more complex or difficult to work on. Mhm. The other way that I can read this with the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups is it could be someone who really wants to tell you how they feel, but they may have commitments elsewhere. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're in another relationship, but the Hierophant could also just be things that you are committed to, entitled to. And with the Moon, for how they're viewing you, you may be aware of something that this person has yet to communicate to you, but they have been involved in that very thing. So because you're aware of it, there could be this question of how does Cancer know, or how is Cancer so sure? So how are you viewing them? Page of Cups. You do feel like this is someone that you admire. There definitely could be an age gap between the both of you. Now, as much as you feel like this is someone that you admire, you may feel like there's definitely a difference when it comes to maturity levels, especially like emotional maturity. You may find that you're a lot more expressive than this person, or you may find that this person is a very loving individual, although they have a hard time, turning or putting their feelings into words, articulating themselves when it comes to the emotional department here. So, I definitely feel that you are looking at this person as someone where you feel very excited, but you wish that maybe there was a little more emotional maturity and more consistency because the Page of Cups, it is also associated with a very unpredictable energy, or it could be where you're kind of like, the reality of the situation feels different from what's going on in your mind. The Page of Cups, it could be the fish in the cup there. It's symbolic for imagination. So you may be having an idea of this connection in your mind, but maybe the reality of the connection in the current moment is kind of contradicting what you have in mind, or maybe a vision that you have for the both of you. So we have the World card in your feelings and the Queen of Pentacles. Something to do with your finances is definitely shifting here, Cancer. If it's not like, specifically your finances, it could definitely just be pertaining to your stability. But the World card and the Queen of Pentacles is you feeling more stable, something finally working out for you, or if you felt like you were carrying like a very heavy load on your shoulders or taking care of a lot of responsibilities, there's some sort of assistance or help that you're receiving. Okay. So either, it's like a new opportunity, or maybe someone is quite literally stepping in to help you out, whether it's with ideas or, financially, that sort of thing. But with the World card as well as the Queen of Pentacles, I also see it as, you're going through a lot of internal changes, Cancer, this week. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, that's an energy of really looking at what you bring to the table, being aware of that, and then furthermore, being very, very cautious with where you invest your energy and time. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at that pentacle and she's being very careful with who she gives the pentacle to, where she invests her time, where she invests her energy. So I feel like that's something that you're paying very close attention to this week, Cancer, where it's like, okay, I do feel connected to this person, but I know what I bring to the table as well. Should I be investing in a situation where, this person is, possibly having commitments elsewhere, or if they want to commit to me, they haven't showed me that yet. So should I be putting, my heart on the line here? There's a lot of questions that you're asking yourself. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords in your feelings and the Nine of Pentacles. Seems to me that the conflict or the mental conflict that you're going through this week is remaining single and focusing on yourself, or actually giving someone a chance and investing in a connection. So even if it's something fairly new, right, with the Ace of Cups as well as, the World card there in your feelings, Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles is really you're at a place where you are realizing your power. And I don't mean that in a way where you feel like you have leverage in a situation, but I do mean that in a way where you feel like it took you a very long time to get to where you are right now when it comes to like emotionally, stability wise, financially. And so there really is this question of, do I want to give that up in order to move into a connection? And I'm not saying that you have to give up your independence to move into a connection, but there's some sort of a very important decision that you feel conflicted about. And it's very clear to me that the decision is, do I want to choose to focus on myself, or do I actually want to invest in someone else? Do I actually want to invest in a connection here? And this stems from a place of you feeling like you've had to work very hard to get to where you are right now, and you're not sure if you're willing to, you know, be, or you're not sure if you're ready for a connection in the current moment. We have the King of Wands clarifying the Hierophant, and the Six of Wands clarifying the Ace of Cups. A lot of attraction here, I will say that. And with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups, this is someone who wants an outcome to be very successful. There could be something in particular that this person is doing this week where, like, they're trying to grab your attention. So whether it's like, something on social media, whether you work with this person and they're hinting something at you, there's something here where, like, they're really trying to get your attention. They're wanting you to focus on them. And what's interesting with the Six of Wands and the King of Wands is, like, this is someone who's very determined. I feel like not only do they have commitment on their mind, having a new beginning with you, cherishing you, or letting you know how they feel about you is something that's really weighing heavily on their mind. And King of Wands and Six of Wands is also a very determined energy. It's when you're fixated on what you feel passionate about and you're moving towards it full throttle without being distracted by whatever is going on in the sidelines. So, this is someone who's very determined to, connect with you. I feel like there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of emotion. And another thing that I see here, Cancer, is that someone here could be in the public eye, like whether that's you or them. Six of Wands could definitely speak about being in the public eye or some like a level of fame or recognition that someone's receiving. So if it's not fame, it could be that specifically this week, maybe you're celebrating something or you've, achieved a goal. And so you're being, you're receiving recognition for that. So we have the Four of Cups in their feelings and the King of Pentacles. It's interesting because we have the Queen of Pentacles in your feelings. We have the King of Pentacles in theirs. Definitely not satisfied with where you guys are in the current moment. So that could be because there's a bit of silence. That could be because things are not progressing as quickly as they want them to. But Four of Cups is usually when you're not content in the current moment. And it speaks a lot about like fantasizing or, either too much of a focus on the past or, on the present or sorry, it's like too much of a focus on the past or the future where you're not really happy in the present moment, but you're also not present as well, where it's like, even if you're not happy, you're having a hard time figuring out how to come out of that space. This person is definitely wondering if everything is in their mind. They're definitely wondering if you are interested in them as much as they are interested in you. So pretty much their main thought here that is causing them a little bit of a hesitant energy is, are we on the same page? And with the King of Pentacles, I see this as someone who is very stable. It could be someone who is also, like I mentioned as I open the spread with the Hierophant, they're very focused on stability. So it's not like they have casual dating on their mind. It's not like they're wanting to just speak to you for a short period of time. They are wanting to build with you. And I see that as, I see that very clearly. And then we have the Devil here. Okay. And we also have the Six of Swords. This person is moving away from something that doesn't serve them, guys. They're moving away from something that actually makes them feel like they are not stable or their life is not stable. So you're going to know your situation better than I will. It is a general read, but the Devil and the Six of Swords is definitely this person saying, okay, there's something here that they're either investing in or something that they're continuously thinking about or doing, even if it's like a lifestyle change that they know is causing them to feel a lack of stability. And they know it's somehow impacting the connection with you and they're moving away from it. Now, what's interesting is like with the Four of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Devil, like they're in the process of moving away from something and they can't really see the bigger picture when it comes to you. So the current point that they are in, where it's like, okay, they're doing what they feel is right, which is like moving away from something that doesn't serve them or moving away from something that doesn't feel stable. It's also like a feeling, it's like it's not really the best feeling because they're constantly wondering what's going to happen between the both of you, and this phase of them moving through or moving away from something feels very tedious. It feels very like there could be some sort of chaos or drama that they're dealing with. There could be, it's just they're not happy in the current moment. Even though they're doing what they feel like is right, there's something about this process that feels long, or they feel like it took long to actually happen. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands followed by the Knight of Wands and the potential outcome. Yeah, that's someone who's very not only determined to pursue you, but things are going to be happening very quickly, especially once the communication between the both of you takes off. So even if you're conversing with this person right now, there may be something in particular that they confess to you, and then it changes the pace of this connection here. The Eight of Wands is being clarified by the Four of Wands. The Knight of Wands is being clarified by the Five of Cups. Okay, what's the Five of Cups? The Knight of Pentacles. You have someone here who feels like they either mishandled the situation with you, or they had an idea of moving very quickly in the past but didn't really have a solid plan. So what I see with the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands is someone who is communicating with you in order to reconnect. Four of Wands is another card of commitment. We have the Knight of Wands being clarified by the Five of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone who is disappointed in the way that they went about things in the past. This could also be someone who is disappointed in themselves for like um, being very inconsistent or indecisive. What I see is a lot like a very, or I should say, this energy seems a lot more stable to me. And it's because they're releasing something in their life where it's allowing them to feel more free or more stable to pursue things with you. Okay. So, my wonderful Cancerians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.